So today's video is based on short game, and it's going to be especially helpful if you think that you look like any of these golfers out on the golf course. So welcome back to Forest of Arden. This is the 16th hole on the Arden course. As you can see, we're just short of the green because we're focusing our attention in this video on the short shots that you're going to play from around the green. And you saw there at the start of the video some pretty terrible golf shots with some pretty terrible motions, but unfortunately these are the shots that we see quite often on the golf course. So today you're going to learn how the technique, the rhythm, the timing and the tempo really affect the result of the shot. And you're also going to learn very much how applying a force to the golf club can really help or hinder your shots around the green. We're also going to give you some little exercises that you can do which are going to help you hit these shots much closer. Just before we get started, if you would like to be a subscriber of my channel, I would love to have you part of it. It is absolutely free and there's more videos coming like this each and every week. Clickable link in the description or one at the end of the video. So we're using a very, very special golf club in this video. This is the G Force Wedge. Now, I've first used this golf club probably some 4 years ago. I received the wedge, I've used it extensively. I've also used the 7-iron. You may well have seen I did a video earlier this year in Finca Courtesan. I'll link that in the corner. That was the 7-iron. But I've been using these golf clubs to help people with their golf swing and their short game for probably 4 years now. But I haven't done a video on the wedge in probably 4 years, so I thought I'd readdress it. So what is the G Force Wedge? Well, it's a 54-degree wedge, as you can see. The club head looks like any other wedge. It's got 54 degrees aloft, it's got a fairly normal amount of bounce, and down behind the golf ball, it looks fairly normal. But you often don't see golf clubs with white club shafts, and you very often don't see golf clubs which bend excessively like this one does. A lot of bend in this golf club, as you can see. So as you can imagine, when I swing this golf club, it's going to have a lot of flex. So how does this help us with our golf shot? Well, if we look at lots of the shots that we just demonstrated at the start of the video, there's really poor techniques. The overriding thing that we see in there is that if we look at the positions that the golf club is in through those golf swings, it's often not that different. But what is different is the timing, the tempo, the rhythm, and the pace of the motion. So it's really not uncommon to see someone around the greens where the backswing is long and quick and then they slow down, or the backswing is too deliberate and then they speed up too much, or the transition is too quick and they drop the knees. And like I said a minute ago, sometimes the positions aren't too bad, but it's the rhythm, the timing, and as we mentioned at the start, it's the amount of force and how they're applying that force to the golf club. We have to move the golf club. If we don't move the golf club, we don't hit the ball. So we have to move the golf club. So to move the golf club, we have to apply a force to the golf club through the handle, because that's the only place that we're connected to. So it's really important that we understand how we apply that force and how that might be different from the driver to the irons to the wedges. So as soon as I pick up this golf club, which has got that extremely flexible shaft, it doesn't feel particularly comfortable to make these really jerky, quick movements. Straight away, when you pick up this golf club, it almost forces you to make the golf swing a better pace, a better tempo, a better rhythm. And those are the things that we see the best golfers demonstrating. You know, you'll look at different golfers who play this game to a high level. They definitely have different motions, but they often have great pace and great technique. Great tempo to the golf swing. So let's go ahead and just hit a shot onto this green with this 54-degree club. And you can see that the result was pretty good. I wouldn't have that back. It's rolled up there pretty close. And the tempo and the timing was excellent. So even though we've got a golf club here which bends excessively and feels very, very different to my normal golf clubs, I'm still able to hit pretty good golf shots, almost perfect golf shots. But it's all to do with the pace that I use this golf club at. So as soon as I start to have a transition which is far too quick, I almost find it difficult to even hit the golf ball. So it highlights for me a lot better if my tempo, my pace, my rhythm was off. So let's hit another one. And if we do this one in slow motion, you'll see that the golf club at impact is actually going to be pretty much dead straight with its club shaft. Wasn't quite as good a shot, but the result is not going to be too bad. And again, the tempo and the timing was pretty good. So you'll see there that slow motion swing. The golf club actually lines up very well at impact, but it's not going to do that if I start to make these excessive moves. So using something like this is great for golfers who struggle with tempo, golfers who feel like they've got the yips, they've got movements in there which they don't really want, they're involuntary, you often see the knees dipping or the hands going at it. Those things that really cost us the strike and the consistency of the shots is really going to help with that. Now, even though the flag is in that position here, if I decided that I wanted to hit a golf shot which has got more loft, let's say a little bit more elevation, I would open the face, I stand a little bit further away. It's a very, very different shot. But the same principles apply, and if I apply the force to the golf club in the right fashion, I can hit those really high soft shots. The overriding factor here, why I'm able to use this golf club, is because the tempo, the timing and the rhythm, as I've kept mentioning in this video, are excellent. And it's to do with the force that we apply to the handle. This training aid, this G Force club, really trains you to apply the force in the correct manner, at the right time, and with the correct sort of direction to get the golf club contacting the ball, and obviously that ball ending up in the right place. So how do we apply what this golf club teaches us to our normal clubs when we're hitting shots out on the golf course? Well, like I said, that training aid helps us, appreciate the style of swing. It helps us appreciate the energy and the force we put into the golf club. The other thing it does well, it kind of gets you to sense the weight of the club head. Now this is obviously where most of the weight of the club is, but the more that we strangle the golf club, increase our pressure, move the club quickly, we get less awareness of that club head. So as soon as I pick up this golf club, I'm almost trying to replicate the feels I had with that training aid. I'm feeling that the tempo is good. I'm feeling and sensing the weight of that golf club. Being aware of that is going to help me deliver it to the right part of the ground, which in turn is going to help me with my contact. And so when I'm over this ball with my regular wedge, I'm almost trying to sort of feel like I've still got that golf club in my hands. I'm trying to create the same tempo, I'm trying to create the same rhythm, and I'm trying to search for those feels that helped me hit that golf club close to the hole. So any excess movements that we don't want, any jerky movements, rhythm, tempo is really going to highlight it with that golf club. We can take that through to this golf club here when you're using it on the golf course. If you're interested in the G Force club, I will pop a link in the description below, which will take you over to their website. You can take a look. They do wedge, they do 7-iron, they even do a driver. As I said, I've used the products for about 4 years now. Find them very useful for coaching full swing and also short game. So I'd highly recommend checking those out. I think it's really going to help you if you really feel that this is an area of the game that you struggle. Just remember, if you do struggle with these shots, it's not always technique in terms of where the golf club is going. It can often be just the speed of the movements, the timing, the tempo, as we've kind of illustrated in this video. So thanks for watching. Hopefully that video is helpful to you. Usual stuff is below, comments box down there, like button, and also that link to be a subscriber of my channel. Would love to have you part of it, and we can help you play some better golf. Thanks for watching.